Hey Gemini, this is your monthly reading for the month of April. So check for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. However, check for whatever signs you feel most intuitively drawn to, whether it's in your chart or if the title of the reading resonates. And also check out my podcast, The Wheel of Divinity. That's on anchor.fm. This is where I post daily, weekly love, oracle, and moon transit readings. So all of that information is down below, okay? Today we're using the Thoth Tarot deck by Aleister Crowley. So what do we have for Gemini? Love messages for Gemini. Oh, the sun wanted to come out. With the Tower. Wow. Okay. What do we have for Gemini? Love messages for Gemini. Love messages for Gemini. Five of Swords and Queen of Discs. This just made me feel like Gemini is leveling up in a way that could feel uncomfortable because you, Gemini, this is your reading. So Gemini, I feel as though you are experiencing more of a deeper introspection for self, that it's freeing up so much space for you. You're making so much room, and I don't feel as though you're as aware of it. It's like you're making more space in your mind, so there's more clarity for what it is that you want to manifest for yourself, right? And this really gives me like loner energy. Like the more introspective you become when it comes to your path, I feel like you've just been trying to get things in order, but at the same time you're also trying to be authentic within the ways on how you're working, how you're communicating, how you're interacting, how you're just overall engaging, right? And I just keep hearing the word space, like things are spaced out. And then you see that you're alone. And that may be, but you're not. You're not necessarily, like, energetically, spiritually speaking, you're not alone, because I think what it is that your what is it called? It's like what the answers that you're finding, the answers that you're seeking, right? That is why you feel alone, because you're finding it. Everything that you're finding, that's coming up, that you're learning, it's like it's put you in this state of being where it's like you feel alone, as you're finding answers. So you could be going through something transformative, but you feel alone doing it. But the rewards are infinite, because in a sense, what it is that you're finding, what it is that you are seeking, or what's even just being revealed to you, isn't necessarily being revealed to others. Others around you may need may need answers from you specifically, right? You are a guide for others. So there could be some kind of like you could be getting promoted in something. There could just be a higher level of, I hear, seniority or some kind of promotion, or just a higher level of intelligence, emotional intelligence, higher level of responsibility. I feel like over the course of time, you are recognizing more of your self-worth. And certain things could feel sacrificing for others and for yourself, right? It's like there's certain things that you know, like, and I feel like this is past tense, but this could also be present, however it resonates for you. But sacrificing in a sense where it's like there's things that you had to put down in order to see what was on the other side somewhere else. Things that you held off. You held certain things off for a long time because your attention was somewhere else and your focus was on something else, and it took so much time for you to really gather the information that you needed, gather the messages that you needed from that source, so that something could turn out successful. And so the message of that, the understanding of that energy could be clear for not only you, but for others as well, right? It's like that's what you wanted. And so within that, you know, time has happened. Time has passed. Time continues to pass. And so that could be overwhelming. But when we come to this, I feel it's important to tell you how you're perceiving time and energy, right? Also understanding how it's an illusion, so that you don't find yourself getting distracted based off all the things that you feel like you now need to create, because you feel as though no one else is going to do it as well. No one else is going to do it like you, especially, right? So it can feel like a big responsibility, because it's almost like internally you and others know that you will produce these answers, because it's the way that you say it. It's the way that you express it like no other. It's like that is still, it's needed. It's like highly needed. And then you realize that it's you. You are the source. It's needed from you. People need you. You need you. You could be a bit overwhelmed on how it is that you want to present or express something, because you see the intensity that this Queen of Dis energy holds. It's asking for all of you. It's not just asking for certain aspects of you. It's not just asking for more of your masculinity. It's asking for both your feminine and masculine energy. When you incorporate all of you, all are benefited from it, including yourself. 3 of Discs. So I see this as collaborating, feeling the need to interact more, it's like feeling the need to interact more, but it's really about what's being said and how everything is being expressed. It's almost like this makes me feel like don't leave anything out. Even if you aren't entirely sure about it, if you don't feel fully confident about how you want to express yourself, that doesn't mean to not do it. Say how you feel. And it could literally be the most randomest shit ever. It's the fact that you're exercising your individuality. That is what's creating some kind of some kind of harmony around you. It's helping others. It's helping others guide themselves to understanding themselves as well, which gives that mirror effect once again. It's that reflection, right? Has you remember how to practice that own kind of self-care, that healing that may need to be incorporated. You create your own routine on how you want to do that with and for yourself. And I'm hearing, don't worry about how it looks in the end, or don't worry about what people say. Don't get caught up in validation, external validation. That is where you start to limit your creativity and you limit your open-mindedness, because you then start to overthink about what and who is outside of you, what others need. One thing at a time, Gemini. One thing at a time. Yeah, because now disappointment comes out. It's about refocus, redirection. You redirecting your energy to those that you may feel want it, but don't actually deserve your attention as well. Because you have to also think about what is being given to you. What is being given back? There has to be an equal give and take. There has to be some kind of balance. And that's what you've been wanting. But you could lack on seeing how you mislead your own self, because you get distracted. Once you open up to something, it's like once you enter something somewhere, it's like there's so much to discover within it all that you don't get the rest of what you started. You don't finish it. And that could be because there's this fear of something or someone no longer being there if you make more time for self. So then that is what you really have to straighten out within self. It's really gaining a better understanding of what is that really? Maybe it's not for you after all. It's about trusting. It's about surrendering to the unknown. Surrendering to an answer that isn't being given because it still somehow is an answer for you. It's how you paint the picture as well. It's about what you take from the experience, what you take from the conversation. And you create your own. You just create your own. I feel the need to just leave it at that. Like, you create your own, whatever that is, from what you've experienced or what you weren't told, what you were told, what you were shown, all of that. And not feel as though you need to wait on anyone to then feel whole within self. Because that's going back to the validation, right? Yeah. I'm gonna pull one more for you. There we go. Ace of Swords, see? I heard clarity. You are the source, Gemini. I think I may call this video that. You are the source. Let me put this down really quick. Let me see something. Yeah, because 5 and 5 are here. 5 of Swords with 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's like the more transitions, the more transformation, the more change that comes in. There's certain things that you may feel as though you have to leave behind. Certain things have expired, and there's something about transmuting that. Not all is lost. Not all is gone, right? But to some extent, some things are. But that doesn't mean you can't redefine it. You can redefine it for what it is. You just have to create anew. And this calls for self-discipline as well, but it doesn't call for being hard on yourself and bullying yourself and talking down on yourself. That doesn't get the process moving faster. It's about innovation. Emotional innovation. There could be some connections that you find in the Taurus reading for this, because this is kind of what I was also telling Taurus, about perception and transmuting energies, and what you tell yourself, right? The more you step into your individuality and knowing your worth, your self-worth, you see the leader that you are, right? And then all that's really called for you to do is to exercise that. Practice your faith. Exercise your love, self-love, so that you know how to give it to others in a way that truly is genuine. And then you know how to make more time for yourself and not feel overburdened by that. Knowing that you have to say no to someone, knowing that you have to say no may hurt. But there's truth that you seek within this. There's some kind of truth that is revealed to you when you focus your time and energy on what is right in front of you and what you are called to do. Then, 2 of Swords, look at that, is in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So once you do that, it's like now everything feels different. Now you can express yourself in a way that feels more freeing. There's more space. There's just more space for you to truly express yourself. Maybe how you've always wanted to, but you just didn't know how. Maybe there's a part of you that felt like it didn't even exist. Well, I can't do that. I can't do it like that. I can't express myself in this way. I can't show up in this way. Why? Why not? Some of these self-limiting beliefs is something that you created. Some of it is not all of it connects to what you were told or how you were influenced. It's what you saw at one point, and you felt as though that was it. And now that you know that there's just so much more, there's so much infinite possibilities here. Now there are just new ways for you to exercise your self-expression. And that could come with a lot of it could feel overwhelming, but you feel that it's the right thing to do. It just feels right to do. And through that, there's a stronger foundation, being applied. There's a stronger foundation just being developed as you become more sure of yourself, even when you don't know what you think you know, or you don't know everything, right? It's like you are able to mirror that for other people, that is okay. It's okay to not know. But that doesn't mean to stop. I love you.